Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. It's Tuesday, so everything looks nice. Everything is fine, guys. The winning streak is continuing. So as I said on Sunday that we should be on winning streak, and that is happening. So what do we see here? Let's start with Euro USD. Why? Because this is simple thing to do, and it's a very good thing when you also trade indices. This can show you how the market is reacting mostly on the indices. Sometimes it won't just be like 100%, but it's much better when you have something that indicates something like this. So for those who want to be in my Forex course, guys, it's quite simple. You can just join me. Let me just show you what we're offering at the moment. Okay, here it is. You can see. So actually, the course is starting today. So even if maybe you're still late, we're going to create something different, which can still give you 90 days. So you can see our Forex Masterclass. We have 20 days on trading psychology, 20 days on risk management plan, 20 days on trading strategy, and the 30 days that you're going to implement everything that we were teaching you or showing you. So this is something that you will never find on like out there, where people we just go through with you. We don't give you a offline course, so it means you have to come like online, show you. There's a group where we're going to show you everything, where we're going to teach you the basic thing, the most advanced thing that most traders they don't even talk about. Trading psychology is something that people they still struggle with. Risk management is something that people they still struggle with. And guess what? This is only $30, but for only 20 people. After this 20 people, then it's going to be like $100, because the information that we share here, it's like way too bigger than whatever that we offer here. So you have to learn, guys. If you're still thinking about taking the shortcuts, then it's your problem. It means you're going to take another 2 years or 4 years to reach that target that you were just hoping for. But if you need the knowledge first, it means you can able to reach your targets very sooner. Not overnight, but very soon. I hope you understand that. So let's go back straight to our Euro USD. So on Euro USD, guys, we can see that the market is actually creating some very nice. Let me just choose a dark color here. The market is creating moves like that. So mostly we're going to call this a resistance. Now it's a support, or resistance. Now it's a support, resistance. So what do you see? We see that actually the market is doing something like this, but now the market is back again here. So we're not going to say this is pure like a sell-off, or maybe we was trying to sell off from here. We're going to sell off if the market is going to break this area. If the market is going to break this area, it's where we can say now it's time to sell off. But what can we do now? The best thing is let's try to draw our trends line. That is the best thing that we can do, so that we see the bigger picture. On the trends line, obviously, there's a breakout. You should know about that. You see, there's a very nice breakout. You see that? So let me just do my double lines as usual. I see this. Now it looks nice. You see. So we can remove, maybe we can just say this. Yeah, something like that. So what you see obviously is quite simple, that okay, the market was just moving higher. You can see the market was moving higher. Here we had a breakout. So this breakout it shows that the market is trying to change the direction. You see, the market is trying to change the direction. But on this one, we have another zone which is very stronger. look at this area, look at your left, and you will see these areas. So we can say, okay, the market broke whatever that we said it's a resistance, or sorry, it's a support, but now we still have another area which we can call our support, or an area, a zone where the market can respect. So it means you're not going to rush and say, oh, now it's time to sell. No, you're not going to do that. Maybe you are going to sell around this area. Once the market closes below the support, maybe you are going to take this nice bearish candlestick and say, maybe you're selling. But at this time here, there is possibility that the market can actually, let me zoom this a little bit. The market can actually the market can actually respect this area easily, and from this area the market can just push up again. And it's crazy because it can just try to create another move from this area pushing higher. I hope you understand that. But if doesn't happen, it's also fine. It means the market is going to create that structure for us. We're not going to guess or something. The market is going to give us something that we can rely on, you see. So this area, the market can still come back here and retest. We should also look at that. Or maybe we can say, you see, even this area, it seems like the market might respect this area. The market can just bounce back here and come back. So it means for now on EURUSD, it's where you just wait for the market to create a very nice structure that you can rely on. Or maybe if you try to just jump, then you're going to pay the price, of which is not a good thing. We don't need to pay the price. We need to withdraw money from the market. I hope you understand that. If you're tired of depositing money like day in, day out, guys, it's check my description there. WhatsApp me or Telegram me. We still have $15 signals, VIP signals, which you just pay once, and that price it's ending this Sunday month end. So from next month we go in on $100 because the service is enough, guys. We wake up early, we do so many things, so we deserve better, you see. So let's go to the next one, which is US oil. So US oil, it's also creating some nice moves, you see. So on this one, I also offered a signal. You can see on 84.289. It's where I think if the market respects this area, because this is a zone, if the market respects this area, when it pushes back, it will find your buy stop here if it pushes up. But if it's not, we will wait for the market to reach. I hope maybe you see this. If you missed my previous video on US oil, please go back and check that. So the bigger picture is here. The market is still pushing higher. I hope you can see that. So the market is actually creating something like this. I hope you see that. So that's why I say, or that's why I said, here the market is actually trying to respect this area. You can see this zone. Let me just draw that zone. You can see 1 2. This is a zone where we can say the market can respect, you see. So we expect the market from this area to push little bit higher. Maybe the market can even break this resistance here and push higher, because this is what used to happen. If you go back, you will see that the market is just creating something like that. You see, I hope you see that. If maybe I don't explain much here today, please go back. You will see enough explanation from my previous video, because this is just a continuation. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. So if maybe the market is trying saying, okay, I no longer want to respect this area, we might wait for the market to reach our support area. This one is very strong, so we can expect the market to really respect this area. If that is also broken, it means we might see a very aggressive sell-off from this breakout. If the breakout can break, if the market can break this support. But beside that, we are still on bullish momentum. Why? why we say we are still on bullish. You should have those reasons, right? So we have a bullish momentum, sorry, or we can say on an uptrend, we only buy. Why? Because we only see something like this. We only see that the market is just pushing up. So why will you sell when the market is pushing up? So it means the chances of you losing, they are very high. So let's say maybe 80%. So, but when you go in with the trend, 80% of the time you're going to make money. So it means you can still lose, you see, even if you still buy. But mostly it will be those rejections, those bigger candlesticks, stuff like that. So those are the ones that can make you to lose. But beside that, there's nothing that can make you lose if the trend is still going up. So there's a very, very lower chance of you losing unless maybe you don't know where to enter. If you don't know where you're going to place your entries, maybe you just buy anywhere. Maybe let's say you buy here, since the market has to come back and respect here, then when you see the market going lower, you can close and see maybe and think maybe the market is going against you, to find out that the market was just going to respect this area. Once you close, then the market turns back. So this one is, it means the knowledge is very low. So it means you just have to study other things before you understand those. Because even entries, they are the key things that to make you to win. If you know where to enter, it's also a good thing. But if you don't know, it's also an issue. So it means you have to improve from that. So on US oil, we see that the market is actually pushing up. Sorry, it's actually on an uptrend, and we expect the market to push up. So if that doesn't happen, we still have a support area where we can say, okay, if the market doesn't respect this, the market might respect this area. If not, we still have another option and say maybe the market will then push lower. I hope you understand that, guys. If you feel the information that I share here, if you feel like it's great, it's something that you were looking for, please don't don't take time to subscribe. Just smash that subscribe button. You can even share that with your friends, then they can find this information. Maybe the information can become helpful, especially when they combine whatever that I do here with their strategy of the way they analyze. Maybe this might help them. If you still remember, we are on gold, guys. So let me just write that. Since we are on gold, yesterday, I think it's yesterday. I think it's yesterday. I did something like this and say, you see, gold is pushing up. We are actually on a very nice uptrend. So the market can keep pushing higher. The market can keep pushing higher until we reach this resistance. Is then we're going to see maybe another strong sell-off. Then if you still remember, go check my previous video. I think even yesterday I talked about something like this. The market was still here. The market was still here before the market reaches there. So it means if you watched the video and if you trade gold, you were going to make some very nice profits. See, so it means now, since gold, firstly, you have to identify the trend. The trend is pushing up. So, but we still have the support area. We have the support area, and here it looks to be a very nice resistance. So it means for those who want to sell, which I don't recommend people selling on an uptrend, they can wait for the market to break this resistance, or sorry, a support line. Why? Because this counter trend line, the market was just respecting that. You can see the market was respecting that. So for you to have a nice buy, wait for the market to go lower here, below this counter trend line, then you can say now I'm selling. But us who follow the trends, it means we're just going to wait for the market to reach this area, and then we can say now it's time to buy. Now it's time to buy. So it means we're going to wait for higher low before we say now we buy in. And mostly we make money because we follow the trend. So we don't go against the trend. So trend is supposed actually the trend is supposed to be your friend, you see. Trend is supposed to be your friend. If trend is not your friend, then it's fine. Maybe it's part of your strategy, but make sure that as long as you make money, then it's fine, you see. So now we are on NASDAQ 100. Let me just write this. NAS 100. We are on NASDAQ 100. What do you see? I think this is quite simple. It's quite straightforward. What I see is I see a very strong bullish momentum going up. This is the market. I see that the market is actually pushing higher. You see that. So the market is quite pushing higher, and we're moving far. Now we're moving far from our actual support, our strongest support. So which means now what we waiting for? We just waiting for the market to give us those higher lows, because you can't enter here. Remember yesterday, I think it's yesterday or whatever, then there was like a financial report for those big companies, tech companies, Google, Facebooks, Apple's, Microsoft, stuff like that. So they push the market to grow crazy. If you still remember, we had something like a resistance yesterday and said the market is still growing something. When you see the market doing something like this, just know that the market will then push higher. And that happened, you see. So it means since those results, they were like way, way too positive, as always, it means we might see the market giving us some crazy new highs, which we like. But the best thing that I want is for the market to give us a small, for us to enter a small rejection before we can say we now go into the moon. But I have something here. Let me just throw that. You see here, this is an area where you can just throw that, because the market, this was an area where the market was just respecting a few days ago or even yesterday. So it means for us to say now we're going to go buy again, you can wait for a small rejection before you can say we buy, or maybe the market can even reach this area here and then you can say you buy. But beside that, since the market is going to go up, the market can still even reach this support area here. It's possible the market can still reach this support area here before we see another push. Why? Because that's how the market moves. The market has to go up and down as waves were, so that we can, the market has to break. The market won't just go straight and say, oh, the financial reports for those companies were positive, so the market has to shoot straight. No, the market won't just shoot straight. Maybe for 2 hours or maybe 1 hour candlestick, yes, the market can do that. But when you go back, when you check, you will see that actually the market was moving like this, you see. So I hope you understand that. So we are still on bullish, we are still bullish on NASDAQ. So we're just waiting for a small rejection before we can say we're going to have some entries. So but the thing is, mark this area, because the market can come back and respect that. Mark that area, because the market can come back and respect that, you see. So let me check my network. It seems like it's gone. Yeah, so I hope you understand that on NASDAQ. Sorry guys, actually I had, there's load shedding, so my network was gone. So let's go to the next one. I hope you understand that we are still on an uptrend. Let's go to the next one. My network might be very slow. The load shedding is killing us, guys. Load shedding in something which is like almost happening in South Africa, where the power is going maybe for an hour. I think maybe there's problem with some generation, something like that, generating power. I don't know. So we are on US30. We are on US30. For those who don't know, some they don't understand English, so it's better when they see this US30 here, they will understand, even if they don't hear whatever that I'm saying. So what do we see on USDT? This is quite simple. It's 2 hours time frame. So we see that the market is just going crazy. The market is going high. Let's see. The market, yeah, this is the new highs, because the new highs were here. I mean, the highest high were here before. So now we can see that this is a new area. So it means the market is still pushing higher. So let's push and see what we can get. So you can see that even if maybe you try to throw your resistance or whatever, it's still a bit far. But that doesn't mean that the market won't reach there. After this financial reports and stuff, the market suddenly will reach there when the market, when big companies or hedge funds, when they take their profits. Because when you see something like this, the market is actually, uh, they had enough profit around this area. So there will be a time where they will take their profits, and guess what? You will see the market pushing higher. So for those who don't know, when they see the market pushing lower, they will be saying, I think I did mistake. I said the market will be going higher. No, the thing is when they sell it, the market will be doing what? The market will be going lower because they will be taking their profits around on the highest points. You see. So, which means you should be careful. So, when the market goes lower like that, don't say maybe the market is crashing. No, that's how the market is supposed to. The market has to move like that. So, when you see the market doing something like this, don't say the market is crashing. Don't panic. No, this is how the market moves, guys. If you see, you can see this is a crazy, very strong bullish move. Like, just look at this. We never had a strong rejection from there. So it means every rejection that we got, we were just buying, stuff like that. So it means we might see the market doing what? Trying to take a break before we see the market pushing up. So when the market is taking the break, don't say the market is crashing. Just know that, okay, something like this is supposed to happen. You should understand that so that you are not confused. So yeah, now let's go closer and see if maybe we can get, because you can see this is like a real very strong support. But if we wait for that, it means we can even wait for a month for the market to reach this area. So it means we are supposed to have something very close that is going to help us to have some trades along. So it means we need to have a counter trend line. It's also strong because this one is very far, guys. It's very far. Maybe the market will never reach there for some time. Not that totally the market won't reach there. The market has its own way of doing things, so we might see the market coming back around that area. I don't know when, but the market might come around that area. So here we are, you can see this is still on a very nice bullish momentum. So it means for us to have a nice buy, you can see that the market created something like this. So for us to have those buys, it means the market has to go a little bit lower before we can say we push up. That mostly happens when the market opens, during the market open. At the moment, the market will just play around this area. The market mostly before the market open, mostly the market will just consolidate, you see. But expect the market to still push higher before we see maybe some reversals. Now we see that we have something like a resistance. So we can wait maybe for the market to reach this area. Maybe we can say now we can push higher again. Until we see this area broken, we're still going to buy. Until we see this support broken, we're still on bullish. You see. Then unless when this support is broken, we can say, okay, now maybe the market is trying to reverse. So don't try maybe say you want to jump on the market and try maybe to get the lowest low and say maybe the highest low, maybe the market is going to push up. No, wait for the market to create that structure for you. Then guess what? That's how you should trade. Wait for the market to create everything for you. Then you just come and draw your things nicely uh, without even maybe like hesitating, you see. I hope maybe you understand that. So now what I'm waiting for USD to go a little bit lower before I can say I can buy. You see, or maybe the market can break this area. It's going to show me that okay, the bullish momentum is still very strong. But if I still remember yesterday, the bullish was still very low, was not like really moving that much because maybe because before the market before they released those things, financial reports, the bullish momentum was getting lower and lower. So we can expect that because this bullish run has to break, has to take a break, so or to take a break, something like that. So we might expect some rejections along the way, so you should be careful. I'm not saying the market is not all bullish, it's still all bullish, but you should expect the market to take a small break before we can push up. Small break before we can push up. I think the market run, it took a very long run. Maybe coming days, few days, whatever, or next week, maybe we might see something like that. But you know, the market is still on very nice bullish. The market can still run for the whole month. That is possible. These numbers here, they don't end, guys. These are numbers. They will always add up. As long as the market is going to push up, these numbers, they will be there. So don't say maybe the market won't reach this. Oh, the market can reach anyway. So let's go straight to German 30. I don't have to take much of your time, guys. I see that the market is now. I see that the video is now reaching 25 minutes. So what do we see on German 30? Nice, nice. I see a very nice uptrend. So what I'm waiting for, I'm just waiting for the market to come a little bit lower, or maybe there's a support area or resistant area before we can say we can buy, because here the market is a bit higher. The market is a bit higher, so it means we can even try to zoom a little bit closer and see what maybe we can expect from here. So what we can do is maybe we can just throw something like resistant here and say, okay, if the market reaches this area, we can say we buy. Don't buy here. We know that the market maybe can still go higher than that, but don't buy like on the highest high, because mostly the market will take time to come back again, so to come around that area. So around this zone, I see the market is trying to come there, so it's fine if maybe we wait for the market to reach this area before you can say now it's time to buy again. So we still bullish on the on German theta, unless if the market is going to come around this support and break this area, then we can say now the market is changing the direction. But at the moment, we're still bullish. I hope you see that. So let me know not to waste your time, guys. Don't forget that there is a this thing is always going crazy. Every day I throw it nicely, but every time when I open the chart, it's always like that. I think there is like coding error on France 40. They have to change that. So on France 40, everything's quite similar to any other indices. They all going up, and which is something that we want. But France 40 is a bit slower, if maybe you realize that. So I think here it's on a very nice buy area. You can still buy here because you can see the market had something like, you can see the market had a resistance. Now it's a support, and there is multiple candlesticks there. If I zoom there, you will see that okay, they all make sense now. You can see that okay, around this area can be a support. Now you see the market is pushing higher, and guess what, we are on a 2-hour time frame. It means if you bought here, the market was going to be in your favor. Here it seems like another resistance. So if maybe you are here, we just have to wait for the market to break this area before we buy, or we can wait for the market to come around this level again. We can say we buy, you see. So we're still bullish on indices, unless if the market tries to break our support. It's where we're going to say no, now it's enough. We're supposed to do what? To sell, or we're supposed to wait for a support that we can find along the way and say we can say now it's time to buy, or now we can see it's a bearish momentum, and then we won't have any choice, you see. So please guys, I showed you what we offer. We offer a course, 3 months course is $30 for 20 people. Then after it's going to be $100. Signals is $15. You pay once until month end, and then after we going back to $100. I hope if you want to learn, you can join us. There is no shortcuts, guys. If you just hoping to just watch the videos and copy the strategies and try to do that, there is bigger things that you should learn. You should know about trading psychology. You should know about risk management, stuff, something like that. So those things are the things that we're going to teach you when you subscribe on the $30 masterclass. You see, so on the signal side is where we're just going to offer you the signals, and still we offer you the analysis. We also still help you. So we're offering so many things, guys. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. Let's grow the channel. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. Bam.